Welcome back to another Live Carta podcast. I'm Richard Speakman, president of Live Carta, and your host today. If you're a faculty member juggling lectures, grading, and now the growing expectation to design flawless online or hybrid courses, you're not alone. In this episode, we're diving into instructional design, what it is, why there's often a gap between what institutions ask for and what faculty are equipped to deliver, and how tools, teams, and yes, even AI can make that whole process smoother. So let's get into it.
First off, what exactly is instructional design, and why should faculty care?
Instructional design is, at its core, the strategy behind how students learn. It's more than just creating slides or uploading readings. It's about setting clear objectives, structuring the content in digestible ways, and making sure students can connect theory to practice. Now, faculty already have their content. That's never been in question. But what they haven't had is training to translate that expertise into structured learning journeys, especially in digital or hybrid settings. That's where instructional design comes in. It's the blueprint that turns expertise into a meaningful student experience.
Why do you think there's such a mismatch between institutional demands and faculty preparation?
There's certainly a mismatch between institutional demands and faculty preparation. This mismatch is one of the biggest challenges I see. Most professors are trained as researchers and scholars, not course designers. Meanwhile, institutions are under pressure to modernize, offer online options, meet accreditation standards, cater to diverse learners, and they often push that expectation onto faculty without providing the right support. It's not a lack of will from faculty, it's a lack of time, resources, and often clarity on what instructional design really looks like in practice. What we hear is, I know my subject, but I'm not an instructional designer. And that's a completely fair concern.
Do student expectations play a role in how courses are designed today?
The answer, a huge one. And those expectations are evolving rapidly. Take Gen Z students. They're digital natives. They expect on demand access to information, multimedia integration, and shorter, more interactive learning experiences. In contrast, adult learners often prefer structured, text based approaches, and international students come with yet another set of expectations. So, instructional design today isn't one size fits all. Faculty are often tasked with building courses that are flexible, accessible, and engaging to multiple types of learners. That's where platforms like Live Carta can really help because we make it easy to customize and remix materials to fit your students, not the other way around.
What is the biggest misconception about instructional design?
The biggest myth in instructional design? Well, that it has to be perfect on day one. Instructional design isn't a one and done task, it's iterative. The best designed courses evolve based on student feedback, engagement, and what actually works in practice. Too many faculty feel paralyzed by the idea of getting it right. But the truth is, most great courses are built through trial, testing, and tweaking. That's why Live Carta was built to support iteration. You can revise a reading, restructure a course, swap out materials, all without starting from scratch. That kind of flexibility is key for continuous improvement.
Let's talk about AI. What role does it play in course design today?
AI is no longer the future. It's already reshaping how educators think about course development. At Live Carta, we always highlight that AI should be viewed as a partner, not a replacement. It's there to support the educator, not to override their expertise. Tools like our AI enhanced curriculum builder can help faculty outline course structures aligned to learning outcomes in just minutes. You can auto generate draft modules, identify relevant readings, or even create a course outline based on your subject and level. But the educator is still the architect. You guide the direction, make the final decisions, and bring the human element, your teaching style, your judgment, your experience. We also understand the valid concerns around AI, especially when it comes to ethical use and protecting intellectual property. And that's why we built our platform to respect those boundaries. Everything we do is designed to make the process smooth for both educators and publishers while maintaining full control over content rights, customization, and originality. When used responsibly, AI isn't about taking shortcuts. It frees up time so you can focus on what matters most, engaging students and experimenting with new approaches.
Where can faculty turn for real support with instructional design?
First, look on campus. Most institutions have centers for teaching and learning, instructional designers, or experienced peers who've navigated digital pedagogy. Those are excellent starting points. But beyond the institution, faculty also needs tools that are practical, that meet them where they are and work with how they teach, not against it. That's really where Live Carta comes in. We offer review copies of textbooks and course materials, flexible customization tools so you can adapt, remix, and personalize content, AI powered tools to simplify curriculum development, and seamless integration over OER and publisher content so you're never locked into rigid or outdated materials. And here's something faculty really appreciate: editing is possible even after publishing. We know how fast things change, especially in fields like computer science, business, or even law. With Live Carta, you can revise a chapter, change examples, or swap readings whenever you need, keeping your content fresh and relevant from week to week. At the end of the day, everything we build is about making the design process easier, faster, and more aligned with how you teach and how students learn today.
What's ahead, especially as we move into the second half of 2025?
So let's look ahead. As we head into the second half of 2025, the focus is clear: more flexibility, smarter tools, and better support for faculty. We're seeing a shift away from static textbooks towards dynamic, modular content that educators can actually shape. At Live Carta, our mission is to help you mix and match OER, publisher materials, and your own content into one seamless, personalized course. We're also continuing to enhance our AI tools, not to replace the educator, but to make course design faster, easier, and more aligned with how people really teach today. In short, it's about putting control back into the hands of educators and making sure technology works with them, not against them. Thanks for tuning in today. Instructional design doesn't have to be intimidating. With the right support tools, it becomes creative, collaborative part of teaching. If you're ready to simplify course development and take more control over your content, check out livecarta.com and request a demo. We'd love to show you what's possible. Until next time, I'm Richard Speakman, and this is a Live Carta podcast.